Now it's time to construct a reliable feedback loop. Simply put, this is going from our immediate actions that took place in the field to our debriefs, which is part of the act and debrief learning experience over here. We are going to make multiple debriefs. A debrief is a daily thing. Then we're going to compile them into an after action report, which may be a weekly thing. And then we're going to compile that to conduct an after action review, which may be a monthly thing, which I would highly suggest. Majority of places like doing it quarterly, if at all. A huge thing about 5P is gaining accountability by using these simple templates. So let's get started. We immediately completed an action. So this is the close of business for a day. Click on complete debrief. Our template downloads over here. We pull it up. It's going to be a blank template like this. I personally like to print this out so that I can handwrite it, or I put it on a clipboard, put it in the hands of some of my scribes, say 2 people that are going to write it through. A debrief involves everyone that was on shift or at that event. So let's go down here to a debrief that I've already gone through and constructed. And up here you would put, simply put your team. Let's say, for instance, you're in team 2. You would put the date that you specifically engaged in whatever the event or the activity is, your title, first name, what have you. The mission came directly out of our fragmentary order, which was our immediate action. So what we're doing is we're debriefing that immediate action. And then we're going to go through our significant events. Remember, on the debrief template, it just looks like this. It just starts simple like this. So I have purposely gone through and filled in some of these things. I like to start with a timeline. And then as I'm working through the timeline, rather than phases, I like to go with a timeline. Some folks like using events. So we shifted from here to here. I'm always a timeline type person. So let's say, for instance, we're conducting an on-site recon in the trade show event space. Maybe there was another trade show that's going on, and you are positioned where you want to put your booth. All right, so that's what we're gathering our significant actions from right now. Or our significant events, rather. Our significant events are along a timeline, along phases, or along events. So, as we continue on through here, we would talk about significant events as they took place along this timeline in between timeline windows. Atmospherics, we're talking about the disposition of the people at the event. Did they like the trade show, the event space? What was it like for them? I put in here surges of people moving through different areas around the trade show floor. It was a programmed event for their trade show. Maybe our trade show is not going to be that. Contact cards, business cards, marketing brochures, things that you could pick up, as well as collected items. Now, again, let's say that you're debriefing for the day at, say, a coffee shop or something. Lost and found items. Let's say, for instance, you're going through some sort of trade show or some other event, and a request for a quote came through. Collected items, brochures where you mapped out business, back of the napkin type stuff. Starred items are significant events. So all of this information, the more the merrier, and just fill this whole document up with loads of detail. Okay, so then let's say over a 5-day workday, we're going to have 5 of these debriefs. Then we take our debriefs and we combine them into an after action report. Okay, so the same mission, we went out there, that's what we're conducting this after action report on. All right, so each day of conducting that mission, first day of travel. Hey, you're gathering a debrief from your travel events and what went into the hotel, the hospitality, the per diem, all of the other stuff associated with it. 3 days on site, right? And that's analysis of the feasibility of our event blue fitting in and our marketing appeal looking sharp, right? So you have compiled all of these debriefs. That is 5 debriefs that are backing up this after action report, day 1 through 5, right? Atmospherics, disposition of the people at the event. Contact with local. This means your contact overall, a grander scheme of things. I'm not asking you to put the details or the contact information of all of the people or all of the partners or all of the patrons. Okay, what I'm saying is the overall scope of things. Was the trade show worth it? Would it be worth it to go to the event? The collected items, the marketing, the swag. How are your competitors marketing themselves? Could we potentially get an idea off of them? Right? Don't reinvent the wheel, steal it. All right, so after action review, you've compiled 5 debriefs per week. You've compiled 1 report per week overall. Each one of those, let's say 4 to 5 weeks in a given month, then get compiled in order to produce an after action review. And again, when you want to produce an after action review, you're just going in here. Like, let's say you want to do a report, it automatically downloads. Here's your report. Let's say you want to go in here, you want to do a review, automatically downloads. Click on that. Boom, it opens up. Now I've already prepared these for time's sake. All right, so in a review, it's topic, discussion, recommendation. Topic, discussion, recommendation. That's it. All right, these are problems that cannot be solved at the lower levels. Here is in the discussion, here is what we've gone about solving this problem in so many ways. We tried this, I spoke with them, I made the attempt to order something new. My recommendation is we buy this awesome piece of equipment, it would solve this giant problem. So you're bringing up the problem, you're discussing how you've already made attempts at solving it, and then you're recommending further up your chain, this is what we need in order to accomplish our mission in the future. So this review goes into revising the business plan overall. So then what do? You grab all of your after action reviews, you combine them, you go back into your business plan template, the one that you filled out before, and you make your tinkers accordingly based on compiling all of the debriefs and into the reports and then refining that down into an after action review. By the time you complete an after action review over 1 month, you've got 4 to 5 after action reports to back that up and 16 to 20 debriefs to back up your after action reports. That is how you complete the cycle. It is all part of the 5P Inner Circle. Become a member of the 5P Inner Circle right now.